Hey everyone, it's the Sound Couple, and Stacy's been criticizing me because I say, "Hey guys," or "All right guys," too much in all the videos. But well, that's what it is, isn't it?
Hey, but I'm a gal.
Well, guys is meant in general terms. It's like it's not meant for anything gender specific. Anyway, we are off to inside today. There's a few raindrops going on, so lucky us. We are inside for a wedding, and today is a wedding that I think we need to be set up by 6, and we play till 11. And we start and stop and play a couple sets later on. It's kind of one of those schedules today. It is with a band that is a band in name only. They are just a gathering of musicians that...
It's a crowdsourced musician.
Yeah, kind of crowdsourced. Maybe some of you have heard of this organization, but we know a few of the people. One person for sure, worked with a lot of them in other gigs in the past. And so we haven't worked with these guys in a while, obviously, because a lot of the weddings and everything were canceled in 2020. And so this is actually, I think, a reschedule as well. So we approach it the same way. However, it's, we're kind of just working on the fly. We don't really know always what all the musicians, we know what the musicians are going to be, but we don't know exactly, their specific needs. We don't have an input list. So I got a basic one charted out, but exchanged a couple of emails with the leader, found out that he's going to play acoustic guitar and needs a DI, which now has created the need for another mix. There's going to be 3 singers total, and I don't want to dump an acoustic guitar into one vocal mix, just because the vocalists don't always want to be blasted with an acoustic guitar back through a monitor. But so we just, this is where we get agile, and we're just working on the fly. Probably no sound check. I was told the guitar player is going to be showing up about a half hour before we're supposed to start. So it's just one of those tests where we go in there and we get things set as much as we can, and then we just go on the fly. So anything else, Stacy?
Nope, I think that about covers it.
As we were approaching this gig, I was thinking about a couple things. We do shows all over the place, small town. Today we're in downtown Minneapolis, and this is our first event in downtown Minneapolis, and I have a lot of mixed...
Been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I got a lot of mixed feelings about it. Unfortunately, Minneapolis has really come into a lot of lights, with everything going on down here. And for us, it's definitely has changed our outlook on how we approach gigs. And frankly, if we even choose to do one, we've talked a lot about it. And safety it's always been there, but certainly now, safety is a bigger concern. We approach the U of M here, a lot of murders and stuff right in this kind of, well, not in this immediate area, but around here. And it's just Stacy and I, and we're loading out, late at night just by ourselves. We have had people kind of hassle us before in previous years, but nothing major. Right now we're coming up to the 35W bridge, which
Made the news about
2008 when the bridge collapsed. So we're going over that right now, or this obviously the new bridge. But just a lot of things, down here, and we are not really in the heart of downtown. We're kind of outside, and it's a little bit off the beaten path, so to speak. But like to know what you guys think. We are picking and choosing our gigs when it comes to downtown now, for sure, just because, again, it's safety, logistics, parking just gets forever more difficult. There's one venue that we've done where the US Bank Stadium, where they're still fixing the tiles, which cracks me up. The outside exterior. But like, we've been in venues and they want us out in an hour, you know, things like that. So it's just getting more demanding, and so we're kind of backing off on this stuff. And as you see, you know, I used to think that doing the big hotel gigs and everything was cool, but I think when we're doing these small town things where they appreciate you, they're happy you're there, it's an event, you know, where this other stuff, sometimes you just feel like we'll see today, hopefully, you know, the wedding is fine, but sometimes even those can just be like, you're just you feel like a nuisance, and as long as you're not in anybody's way.
Dealing with the wedding coordinator.
Yeah, in some cases we've had those, but anyway, a lot said there, but just kind of sharing some of our sentiments over the past couple of years. Well, it's always something, guys. Through that chain link fence on the other side is a loading dock, and it's all blocked off, yet I see cars in there, and I don't know what we're supposed to do. All right, everyone, we are set up. We didn't get much footage during setup because there were a lot of people in and out here, but we got the full CDL rig up and lots of monitors today. Stage decorations, yeah. We got about 10 minutes until we start in. It's turned out nice, everything looks good, everybody's happy with their monitors. We did a little bit of a sound check, or line check I should say. And that's about all I have to say. Pretty basic lighting for tonight. Alright, we'll check in later. So we got MacBook land here. That's ours up there. Running UC Surface, of course. Then we have the singers right here. These new Macs, they don't have any ports on them. It's got the 1/8 inch, which surprises me, and we're just running it into this guy right here and just going right into a channel. We got the MC mic for speeches, direct XLR in from the back of the Shure ULX, because we're able to do that because we're using the AVB-D, so we got extra XLR out of the back of the Shure unit. Give him, so he's happy. And then we got another device just running out of the main output for his backup. So we got everybody covered. Right, Stace?
Cool.
Yep. Oh, just the same old wireless crap, but I refuse to admit, I don't know, I think it's the iPad, because we don't have many issues like with the other iPads or anything. It just seems like it's this one. It's either the iPad.
But mine has dropped out tonight.
I don't know, we've scanned, so we'll see how it goes. We're just, thankfully we got the computer here that's always connected, so I always got connectivity, but...
Sorry, squirrel.
Did you get it? Anyways, that's been 9:14 right now, so we started this business 3 hours ago, and technically the band really hasn't even started really playing a full set yet. So but we're done in less than 2 hours, but I feel like a full night of work already, and we really haven't even done anything yet. But the band's ready to play. We're just waiting for our cue to start again, I guess, right?
All right. Well, we'll let you know how the rest of the wireless goes.
Nice and hot. Yeah, you know, speaking of venues, this was an upscale venue, recently remodeled, and it was tropical in there. And actually, so two things. Number one, yeah, it's like seriously, it was hot and humid, and you know, again, recently remodeled, probably spent millions of dollars on this place, and it can't stay cool. The other thing is just the acoustics. You know, the architects rule all, from the loading docks to, you know, that are basically a hill, to the acoustics of the room. But we got the band sounding really good. They behaved. The drummer was really, you know, under control. You know, it for all intents and purposes, considering everything was against us, they were up against glass, high vaulted ceiling, brick walls, everything, you know, acoustically that could be against us. I think we ended up winning, but you know, perhaps it would have been, you know, when they were designing this freshly remodeled, that they would have considered more of the acoustics of the room, considering it's an event center and that's what they're all going to be doing. You know, most of the things is going to be music of some sort. What else, Stace? Anything else?
I think we fixed the wireless issue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So the wireless, so I got the Now Sonic Stage Router Pro. They're getting a little old now, but still very decent units. And we were downtown, so that's a war zone. That's a wireless war zone. But tonight I scanned probably more than ever. Scanning, I mean by within the router interface. It has a scan channel for the best channel, and it kept landing on the one. It's one that I'm familiar with, that it goes to a lot, and I'm still having wireless issues. So what I did is I just scanned, and then I just started picking some other channels, and actually landed on one, or selected one that then the rest of the night we didn't have any dropouts, any issues with the iPads disconnecting. So we will give this one a roll. I figure if it works where it worked tonight, it'll work hopefully anywhere. And yeah, a little frustrating, but it's the world we live in as far as wireless and all that.
And the reason why we're using the front of house system next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend we got a private party, and that'll be a gig where I'll actually break out a real console. And yeah, we'll talk about some more of that later. And in a future video, we're going to talk about the advantages of a console versus iPad. We primarily mix on an iPad wireless. There's
definite advantages. to that.
There's reasons why, exactly. There's advantages and disadvantages, but we'll talk about that in a separate video. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. We'll see you next week.